Hey everyone, what's going on? Joey here. We are now less than a week away from the Season 9 premiere of The Masked Singer, and I'm getting excited because from now until that premiere, there's going to be a ton of things thrown our way, including new costumes from 2 days ago. We finally saw some of the Medusa and Ken's guessing yesterday, and today we have our first official footage from all the contestants we've seen so far. And we also have a couple new ones that we really don't have names for, and I kind of just wrote out what I think they are, and then we'll just kind of talk about it. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe, you turn on notifications, and you give this video a thumbs up. Let's get started. So this commercial was not something that aired on TV. It wasn't something that was aired on YouTube or on TikTok. This was on Facebook. I know, it's kind of weird on how they release these things only on like one platform at a time, and then they slowly start giving us some things. So this one was sent to me by one of my followers, Colin, so thank you, Colin. I really appreciate you sending this to me, and it came out roughly around noon. This channel was one of those things, like, you go to it, but you can't really see it. Like, I don't understand where it even came from, because I went on the Facebook page. It wasn't on their Facebook page, but it was an ad. Because every time I went to go find on their page, like, what channel is this on? What page is this on? It was an ad. So once again, it's weird. It's like, the only way you're going to see it is if you've been scrolling long enough on there. And then like randomly just like pops up out of nowhere. So I was able to screen record it, and now we're going to check it out together. So here we go, guys. Let's press play and check it out.
The Masked Singer is back!
We're giving the people what they want for unmasking. This is the biggest celebrity legend we've ever had. I'm super stoked about the themes. We've got DC Comics.
It's Ammonite!
Country music.
The audience is twice the size. Ken is twice the size.
Robin said what?
It's going to be out of this world, electrifying.
Dr. Ken is all dressed up for it.
Okay, so as you can see, it was really short. I think they clocked in maybe at like 20 seconds. There really wasn't much in the terms of footage, but let's go over it second by second because there's a lot of information that is coming out. Now, prior to this, we had only known really about 12 costumes for this season. We still don't know how many costumes, though. The way that it's looking, we're going to have 22. But in that commercial, we had gotten 3 new costumes that don't have names. But let me go over at least what we saw, then we'll go over all the costumes. So within the first few seconds, you can clearly see Nicole's dancing. You got Robin kind of out there hanging out. You saw some background dancers singing. Nick is introducing, which looks to be from the premiere because he's wearing the same outfit that we saw when the Medusa came out, that clip from yesterday when Ken was on the talk. Then you have Nicole talking about some other stuff. The first costume you see that we don't have a name for, it looks like a polar bear. Clearly, this is one of those theme nights. From the glasses to the outfit, hands down, really cool outfit for the polar bear. That's what we're going to call it for right now. As we move over, we see the Medusa pointing and singing. Really no clues there. Then you have Jenny pop up. There's like 3 quick little clips we're going to show. One is Ammonite, because you can see the disco balls dancing in the background, and it looks like a owl king. It's a beautiful, beautiful white kind of sparkly dress. These beautiful like sparkly like shoulder things, I don't know what you call that, with a crown, and it's definitely an owl. We already had a snow owl, so I don't know what kind of costume that would be. Oh, I kind of like this though, and I'm trying to zoom in as much as I can to see on here. It looks like there's high heels, so this might be a woman. I don't know. This actually could be a dove. Let's say this is a dove. And maybe her cape is like her wings. I don't know. That's my guess for the moment. The next shot, which goes by extremely, extremely quickly, you've got first a very, very close-up of a gnome, which we already know that costume. Next looks to be a lobster. You can see claws. You can see some kind of antennas coming out of his face. He's red. And then there's beach balls all around, which, I mean, if it is a lobster, beach balls make sense. Though it does look like it's Abonite once again because we have those disco balls kind of dancing around. After that, you can kind of see what looks to be the California roll, and it's very hard for me to actually grab a shot of this, but it's a circle with rice on the outside, red hair, and then like a green face, which is very interesting, and then the arms come forward this way, which I have to admit, this looks like a really, really hard costume to perform in. I feel bad for whoever's singing and dancing in that thing, because it looks extremely, extremely hard. In the past, we did mention that this costume could potentially be a multi-person costume, because when you get a sushi roll, they cut that up and you get many different slices. In this still shot, we can see other sushi rolls in there, but we can't tell whether or not that's a group or an individual. I would love to see this as a 5-person group, but hey, you never know. It's the Masked Singer, for crying out loud. We saw another shot of the polar bear, and then from there, it's just, you know, them going through the format and the guesses. We get another shot of the dove, I guess maybe that's what we're going to call it, and Medusa, and that's about it. So let's go ahead and recount all the costumes we have so far. We have 15. So we're getting closer to that 22 that I guessed the other day. We have Axolotl, California Roll, Dalmatian, Doll, French Hen, Gargoyle, Gnome, Jackalope, Medusa, Moose, Mustang, Fairy, and then the other costumes that we don't have names for, that I'm just going to call them something random. That's the polar bear, the dove, and then the lobster. It's not lobster, it's lobster. That's the correct way of saying it. I'm trying to help you out over here. Now, between now and the show, expect more videos and more things as they come out. One thing to keep in mind is that the show is still filming. They have, 4 more filming dates, the 11th, the 14th, the 15th, and the 19th, which means that when the show is premiering, they still won't know who's going to be winning. There'll be 2 more episodes to film, which is kind of cool, because I guess maybe in a way they don't know which costume to push at the moment, since they don't know which one is going to win the entire thing. But anyway, we are very close from the Season 9 premiere, and I want to thank you for joining me. Let me know what costume you loved so far in the comment section, and if you haven't done so yet, please subscribe, turn on notifications, and give this video a thumbs up. I'm Joey, stay safe, see you later, bye.